Alright, hello everybody. It is I, Granorite, and here we are back with another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Leaf Green, is what we're on, with our first fire team, the starter fire team, where we got Shinies working. We are going to move into Brock's gym to start things off. Things to note while we were leveling up, I think there's not really a whole lot. We got Ember on a lot of people. Cyndaquil's got Ember. Charmander got Metal Claw, and then we got Ember on Torchic. Cyndaquil is also going to level up here from this first fight, which will get us our first evolution, get our Quilava, so we're excited about that. So in we go to do that. Let's just Ember it up. Good crit. Defense come and I save you. I guess we just did that much because of the crit. Alright, there we go. Let's put Torchic in here. Very good. And here's our evolution. Gets us our Quilava. Now, it will not be long before we see our next two. They both happen at 16. So that is exciting. Good boost to stats, very much so. What do we know about Quilava before we go face Brock? Well, Quilava is known as the Volcano Pokemon. Stands 2 feet tall, 11 inches, or 0.9 meters, and weighs 41.9 pounds, or 19 kilograms, still medium slow leveling rate. Quilava is a quadrupedal Pokemon with a long, slender body. The top half of its body is dark blue-green, while the underside is cream-colored. As you can see with the color change, that's not right, but whatever. It has triangular ears with dark red interiors, a rounded snout, and triangular red eyes. Each of its paws has 3 toes. It has 5 red spots on its body that can project flames, 2 arranged vertically on its forehead, and 3 lined up on its rear. Before battle, Quilava turns its back so its flames face its opponents. It battles using these intense flames in combination with gusts of superheated air. Its own fur is non-flammable, which protects it from other fire attacks. Quilava tends to be rare in the wild, but can sometimes be found living on grasslands. As mentioned in Pokemon Sleep, Quilava's flames on its back blaze brightly while it sleeps. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Quilava, Fire Red says this Pokemon is fully covered in non-flammable fur. It can withstand any kind of fire attack. And Leaf Green says, be careful if it turns its back during battle. It means that it will attack with the fire on its back. And we're happy to have it. Alright, so we'll start this fight against Brock with Torchic. I'm going to heal just to make sure we're at full strength. His Onix does know a rock attack, which is super effective against us, so we need to keep that in mind. Alright, here we go. Yamba! We're fishing for a burn, honestly. There it is. He gets a crit for 6 damage. Good job, Torchic. Alright, let's send out our brand new Quilava here. Hopefully it can take down this Onyx. We're going to start off with a smoke screen. Maybe we'll make it so those rock tombs don't hit as well. It's already only got 80 accuracy. Excellent. That's precisely what we wanted to see. It's going to take us a few embers to take it down. Get a burn, it'll go a little faster. Alright, let's see how much this does. 15's not horrible. We can take another one of those. A burn would be nice. There it is. Easy. All right. So, you know, I didn't catch any Pokemon like I'm supposed to. Let's go do that really quick. All right, so let's get some Pokeballs. So catch some Pokemon, so we can get stuff. I'm gonna just swap you up because you won't take things out super quickly. Excellent. All right, that's one. Oops. Two. Alright, we want to get back and get that Mankey is the big one. Pikachu's also important. We can get the 2 cocoons, that would also be great. But let's go get Mankey and Spearow really quick. Alright, we can still technically catch a Kakuna, but we'll see about getting that all the way back. Remember, we do this so we can get the leftovers later, because we have to have 30 Pokemon in our Pokedex. Already got you. I'm looking for Spearows and Rattatas now. Get out of here. Spearow. There we go. I should have done this while I was training, and I completely forgot about it. But it's just a little bit of time doing this. Kakuna. Kakuna. Wo ist Kakuna? No. No. think we have a lower chance to run into Kakunas than we do Metapods in this game. Come on, Kakuna. There we go. Okay. Pretty sure we want Eevee this. No, we want Charmander to start this next fight. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. Twas my fault for not getting it done earlier, like I'm supposed to. Emba! We should be able to just scratch it now. We'll have 5 in our Pokedex from, what, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard. I think we'll have Charizard by then. And then Eevee, Flareon. And then another one from Mew, so that's, I guess, 6. Our ghostly Eevee. I promise I'm feeding it. Needle goes to Charmander. Back to Eevee for the Caterpie. Good deal. I don't think we have any issues with any trainers coming up until we get to the next hiker, the more rock Pokemon. Take on this guy with the Spearow. Good critical, Charmander. Very nice. Not messing around there at all. See who he was sitting out next. I think a Cocoon. Yeah. We can catch a Nidoran and a Jigglypuff on this route pretty easily, it looks like. There it is on that last hit. Okay, well, let's just go back and heal then. Should have plenty of Pokeballs still. Yeah, I got 10. Defense on Torchic. Nice. I did touch you because you walked in front of me. Swap to Quilava. If it's gonna put us to sleep, we're just gonna not deal with that. Alright, let's see if we can catch some pokes that we don't have. At least the two more common ones. Oh, I probably should swap to you. Oh my gosh. Now you're just wasting my Pokeballs. That's annoying. Or are we just looking for a Nidoran? There we go. Alright, well now we need to go buy more Pokeballs. I didn't before. Right. Into Mount Moon. After we buy ourselves a Magikarp. Where are we at now? Already 16. Pretty good. I don't know if Torchic also would level up from this. I think we're just going to let Charmander level up so it evolves. And then we'll... Can I check? 154. Yeah, we'll just let Quilava take this one on. And then we'll get Torchic on the next defense. Alright, here comes our next one. Gets us our brand new Charmeleon. It's not a Magikarp. Or it's not a Meowth. Thank you, game. Good boost of stats across the board and everything. What do we know about Charmeleon? Charmeleon is known as the Flame Pokemon. Stands 3 feet 7 inches tall, or 1.1 meters. And weighs 41.9 pounds, or 19 kilograms. Medium slow leveling, right? Charmeleon is a bipedal reptilian Pokemon. It has dark red scales and a cream underside from its chest down. It has blue eyes and a long snout with a slightly hooked tip. On the back of its head is a single horn-like protrusion. It has relatively long arms with 3 sharp claws. Its short legs have plantigrade feet with 3 claws and cream-colored soles. The tip of its long, powerful tail has a flame burning on it. The temperature rises to unbearable levels if Charmeleon swings its tail. Charmeleon has a vicious, hot-headed nature and will constantly seek out opponents. Strong opponents excite this Pokemon, causing it to spout bluish-white flames that torch its surroundings. Charmeleon enjoys tormenting the opponents it fights, however, it will relax once it has won a battle. It is rare in the wild, but it can be found in mountainous areas. As shown in Pokemon Sleep, Charmeleon is known to sleep with a laid-back posture, using its hands as pillows. Its fierce fervor disappears when it sleeps. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Charmeleon. Fire Red says it lashes about with its tail to knock down its foes. It then tears up the fallen opponent with sharp claws. Leaf Green says when it swings its burning tail, it elevates the air temperature to unbearably high levels. And that is our information on Charmeleon. And next we have a Clefairy that we fight. So let's go get that with Eevee. After we pick up some items. Maybe catch a Pokemon or two. Alright, there's our Zubat. We also catch at least a Paris and a Geodude here. Double slap. Oh, we were so close to taking it out. Alright, then we want Torchic to take on this next fight, which hopefully will get it evolved. It's our Paris. Let's see if we can catch it really fast. Excellent. I don't really care about Mew having that stuff on it. Ember. Sand attack's a good move. And that's why. Because we never, ever can hit after one sand attack. And it's so frustrating. Trying to learn Peck. We'll learn Peck, sure. Learn that in place of Growl. We'll go to Charmander here. Ember. Very nice. Zubat. We'll keep Charmeleon out. We'll probably put some speed on Torchic too. It's a good one to also get speed on, so that Charmeleon isn't just taking 5 billion speed EVs. But I wanted to make sure that there was no issues with Torchic evolving. There it is. Combuskin. Who should learn double kick? Yep. Learn that in place of... Oh, no, I just learned Peck. Well, gosh darn it. I was going to learn it in place of Scratch. It doesn't matter. It's not exactly what I wanted, but it's not going to be the end of the world. What do we know about Combuskin? Here we go with its new alternate color scheme. Combuskin is known as the young fowl Pokemon. Stands 2 feet 11 inches tall, or 0.9 meters, weighs 43 pounds, or 19.5 kilograms, medium slow leveling rate. Combuskin is a bipedal chicken-like Pokemon. Most of Combuskin's upper body is yellow, while most of its lower body is orange. An orange-pointed design adorns the center of its waist at the dividing line of the two colors. It has orange eyes and a short, wide beak. And there's a feather crest on top of its head with 3 orange points. This crest is smaller on a female Combuskin. Its tail is short and pointed. It has 3 sharp claws at the end of its long arms and scaly gray legs with well-developed thighs covered in shaggy feathers. The legs of Combuskin possess an equal amount of speed and power. Because of the training Combuskin does by running through its grassland habitat, these legs are capable of delivering a barrage of kicks. Its kicks are said to have outstanding destructive power. Combuskin can unleash up to 10 kicks per second while it is fighting. It is noisy and produces sharp cries that distract and intimidate its opponents. During battles, Combuskin's internal flame will burn and become stronger. As mentioned in the Sleep Style Dex, Combuskin's cry is described as loud and distracting when awake. However, while it sleeps, its cry is much quieter, making this the ideal time to observe it closely. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Combuskin, Fire Red and Leaf Green's Pokedex both say it boosts its concentration by emitting harsh cries. Its kicks have outstanding destructive power. And that is our information on Combuskin. All right. Got a star piece, very nice. Here's a Geodude. Can I? Yeah, get it down a little lower with a Ember, and there we caught our Geodude. So there is the potential that we could run across a Clefairy, highly unlikely, but there is the potential. We did get, what, Bullet Seed? Oh, we also got Rock Tomb. Can it be Learn Rock Tomb? Combuskin can. May not be a bad idea. From that place of focus energy. It's a rock move. Can anybody learn Bullet Seed? Nah, it's a fire team. No bullets. No bullet seeds. Get out of here. Good damage. Excuse me. Probably get some speed on Eevee too. Remember, we want Eevee to get a lot of special defense and HP, so the HP is good here. Special defense, not so much. You don't get like any of that until later. Good deal. The rarest of candies. Alright, you start with an Oddish. Gotta get that special attack on Charmeleon while we can. Very nice. No, thank you. That's not very nice. Seconds. I have to say, some of these alternate fire palettes, not super exciting. Squeeze me. Thief. Anybody learn thief? No. Nobody is a thief on this team. Very nice, Eevee. Good critical. Trying to learn Growl. Probably can learn that and place a helping hand. It's not like we're gonna have any double battles anytime soon. Let's just be honest here. We'll start this next fight with Combuskin, and then we'll probably go to Quilava again. Double kick. Super effective. Very nice. I'm trying to learn Peck. Well, at least we get a second chance at it. This is what my moveset should have been right now already. No burn. We could have probably knocked it out if we got a burn. Good deal. Alright, well, we need to get Eevee out. Eevee lagging behind just a little bit. Ow. Sand Shrew. Let's go to Quilava. Very nice. No. No. The only thing I'm interested in is if we had been chance run across the Clefairy. to get Eevee another attack that does damage. We'll have to see who can learn Mega Punch and Mega Kick, but it's very possible that we teach Secret Power to Eevee, just so it gets something. I don't think there was anyone on the team that I wanted Secret Power on, which we could always buy another one later. Well, it looks like I am teaching it to Typhlosion. Alright, 17 like everybody else. Very nice. Goodness, Quilava. Chillax there a little bit. Of course, Coughings have always just given a ton of experience. Alright. We made it! Yay! You give kicks. I think we teach Mega Kick to Combuskin. We'll get rid of Rock Tomb. And then we'll teach Mega Punch to Charmeleon. Alright, let's take on the trainers in here. We might go over a little bit our hour episode that we usually do, just to be able to get up to the point where we're ready to face Misty. Punch. Punch. Shelter gives defense. Oh, it's not ice type yet. Still, Ember's probably the better choice because it's got a bajillion physical defense. Alright, and you have a Goldeen that has attack, so we'll go to Combuskin here. Double kick that fish. Do it again. Excellent. Alright, well, I'd like Eevee to take on our rival's Pidgeotto, but that may be asking a lot. We'll see how it does. Tail whip it for a bit more damage. Now, tackle's not a fully accurate attack. Still hits. Okay. So close. And then we miss. Of course we miss. We miss multiple times. Of course we miss multiple times. Alright, Rattatas coming out next. We're gonna go to Combuskin here. Abra goes to Charmeleon for more special attack. Punch that Abra. Alright, and the Charmeleon's gonna beat up on our rival's Charmander. We are superior! Oh, we missed that punch. It's alright. It's alright. We're just giving him a chance. Chance to feel better about himself. Very nice. Okay. Let's heal up. And get a move on. We get Eevee and Combuskin speed up to a multiple of 4 at some point here. We're gonna go to Charmeleon right now for Weedle just to get his up to a multiple of 4. And then we'll focus on the other two when we come up against speed pokes. Yamba! Very nice. So remember, 21 is our target for Misty's gem, level-wise. Gets us equal to the Starmie. That's probably going to kick our butt. Hopefully it doesn't. Goes to Charmeleon for that special attack. this is a 4-poke team that really levels up pretty quickly. No sand attacks. Sand in my eyes. Don't like it. Excellent, no poison. Good critical. I'd like Quilava just to get a little HP here. Gets it up to a multiple of 4, even though we're really focusing on its defense right now. Heck that Mankey. Beat up on this Team Rocket guy. Zubat, let's put this on Eevee. Then we'll let Combuskin take on this trainer, since we need to get 3 speed EVs on it, ideally. Oh, there's the poison. Alright, let's go heal that off. Okay. Gets Attract for us, which I think we are also teaching, actually, this playthrough. Heck that Machop. Very nice. Swap the Quilava for the Geodude. Good burn. Rock throw. Ugh. Very nice. Alright, a little speed here for Combuskin. And get that up to that multiple of 4 that we are always aiming for. Just double kick the bird too. Very nice. Do a tail whip here. Do a little bit more damage to the Slowpoke. They're usually pretty chonky. Very nice. Good experience there. More HP on Eevee. Ah, poison point. And we go down to the poison. Well then. That's not good. Poor Eevee. He's really trying. Alright, Ember threw a bunch of Geodudes. Should be fine. Get out of here. Burn rocks. Machop goes to Combuskin. Excellent. Ow. Hyper Fang's a good move. Alright, good deal, Combuskin. We're gonna let Sand attack. We're gonna pass. Alright, so I think we will teach us the Eevee, so it has something besides Tackle. And we'll get another one later for Quilava. The Attract does go to Quilava, I do believe. This is in place of Leer. And we'll swap Eevee up. Good deal. Almost got it. Sure. Learn that, place a tackle. Should be easy fight here for Charmeleon. Very good. Alright, let's help Bill out. Then we'll head back to town. Alright, so this is where we will end our episode for today. We will be back tomorrow with more Pokemon. We will do 2 episodes tomorrow, but I'll have to break them into 2 separate times because I have a doctor's appointment in the middle. So we will do our first one at 8, and then our second one will be later at some point. We do hope you all enjoy the episodes, and we'll see y'all next time.